Hello everybody, it's Master Fox here, bringing you another knife review video, and today we'll be reviewing this guy. This is the Civivi Baby Banter. This is designed by Ben Peterson, former Blade HQ host. He, a long time ago, if you're not familiar with him, he used to be the host of Blade HQ, and then he moved on and made his own website and started designing knives and all that kind of good stuff. He does a lot of good posters, a lot of interesting EDC gear and like knife maintenance tools and whatnot. I definitely highly recommend checking out his website. It's KNAFS, so KNAFS, and yeah, definitely have a lot of good things to say about this knife. This is very interesting. This is based off of his original design, which is the Wii Banter, which is slightly bigger. This is slightly smaller because if you know Ben, he likes small knives. That's one of the things I really liked about watching Ben on Blade HQ. Is like every time he handled a knife or picked up a knife, he always said that he disliked something about it, or he hated it, or it's too big, or whatnot. So he went off and designed his own knives, and he always makes small guys. And as you know, if you watch my channel, I like big knives, but I do have there's sometimes I do just like small knives, especially around the house if you don't want something being all cumbersome in your pocket. That's one of the things I really liked about Ben. It's just he was so fun to watch on Knife Banter. Just his pickiness with knives. It was just fun to watch. But first, before I get into my personal opinions and stuff like that, let's talk about specs and stuff like that. Spoiler: this is going to be a pretty good review. Okay, to start off with length on this guy, and as you... Shite! Sorry about that. Sorry about my cursing, too. Yeah, that was bad. Try not to laugh at me. Alright. Overall length of this guy is coming in a little bit under 5.5 inches, so very tiny, very small. Okay, this guy, the blade is coming in just under 2.5 inches, and the cutting edge is coming in, I'm pretty sure, just right there at 2 inches. So you get 2 inches of cutting edge, which is, I would say, acceptable length. That's really all you really need for just general day-to-day cutting tasks. It's just 2 inches. You don't need a whole lot, unless if you're doing really hard work. Weight on this guy. This guy is definitely not going to be a heavy boy at all. We got 2.02 ounces. So yes, very light, not going to be cumbersome. Take my scale with a grain of salt. I'm not sure how accurate this guy is. I might need to go get another one. I got this off of Amazon, so not sure how accurate this guy is. Would you stop turning on out of nowhere? Oh, okay. Okay, good. He's off. Stay off, okay? Don't want to waste that battery. Size comparison now. Put this guy up against PM2 and the Para 3. Dang it, I haven't cleaned this guy. He is not ready for the camera. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, as you can see, small guy. Next. CGRB Feldspar, small. CGRB Feldspar, full-sized. As you can see, that he's even smaller than the small. So that makes this guy smaller than small. He's itty-bitty, teensy-weensy. Bug out, mini bug out. Even smaller than the mini bug out. And I always thought that the bug out was a way too small of a knife, but my opinion of that has changed. I actually do like this knife. It's actually, I would say, close to a full-size knife, if not a full-size knife. So the mini bug out is really small, but I can still get a full purchase on there. So this guy's really small compared to that. Even the mini bug out, which I thought was really small. And just for the lulz, Spada medium and a Spada XL. You're gonna need like 2 baby banters to get somewhat of the blade length and yeah, reach the handle length. So funny. I love doing that because the only thing that can really compete with the cold steel Spada is another cold steel, which is kind of hard to find. to anything bigger than the Espada. Last one, the Wii Banter. Just so if you own the Banter, you will know how much smaller. So as you can see, it's actually significantly smaller. They cut down quite a bit of length. So right there, I would say it's about maybe an inch, give or take, less. Yeah, approximately. So if you love this knife, or you're like, oh man, I wish it was smaller, they got you covered over there at Civivi. Ben's got you covered. Oh, I dropped my paper. Sorry, I'll be right back. There, dropped my cutting test paper. Can't lose that. So show you how sharp this knife is. Okay, done with the size comparison. Let's do height, because I don't want this video to run on for too long. Height up against pair 3. As you can see, this guy is not going to be high in your pocket by any means. Bug out. Basically the same as the bug out. So, and then regular Banter. So shorter than the regular Banter. Width on this guy, it's the pair 3. As you can see, this guy is significantly thinner. So that is not going to be an issue to carry in your pocket. Now let's do the blade thickness with my calipers. Zeroed. 0.09 inches. Blade. Oh, that was first. Let's zero this in. There we go. 0.04. Now don't take that too seriously. I'm not even sure if I'm doing that correctly, but it gives you something to just to think about on how thin this thing is. Now let's do the cut test before I forget. Now I've used this knife a lot on very abrasive cardboard, and I have put my own edge on it. Not like completely regrounded or anything, that just sharpened it up a bit after extensive use. So it looks like I might need to do another touch-up on it, but it's still usable. And yeah, still usable. Just a little dull from extensive use because I use this guy a lot. But out of the box, just take my word for it if you trust me enough. This thing was very sharp out of the box, wicked sharp. And I actually have a small story to tell how sharp this thing is. I actually slipped off a cut and plunged this tip into my finger right here. It cut extremely deep into my finger, and that took forever to heal. So this guy is very sharp, and that, yeah, I learned my lesson on the cut angle I was doing. It was not smart, and I knew it wasn't smart, but yet I still went along with it. It was dumb. I'll probably do maybe if you guys like the, was it Stories from a Knife Addict series that I've been doing, it's kind of hard to come up with a lot of stories. If you guys like that one, I like also telling, some of my fans who want their stories to be heard, just go check out those videos, leave a comment, and I will tell your story on my next episode of Stories from a Knife Addict. But I'll probably tell the story of how I cut myself and what happened afterwards. It's quite embarrassing, but yeah. If you are interested, let me know in the comments. Now, price on this guy. This guy is actually very affordable. You get Nitro V steel. This right here. This is a gray stonewash with a flat grind. Drop point blade or drop-ish. It's like a very droppy point. You still have enough tip here, but it's very droppy, almost borderline sheep's foot. It's like it wanted to be a sheep's foot, but it's like, no, let's stop at drop point. That's far enough. Let's not drop it anymore. That's basically what this blade shape is. It's a let's not drop any more point. That is so dumb. I'm sorry. Okay, price on this guy. On the Civivi website, you can get this for $70. At NAFS, which is Ben's website, you get this for $59.50. Blade HQ, you can also get this for $59.50. Knife Center, $59.50. And then on Amazon, same thing, $59.50. This guy is very affordable, very good price for what you get here. Just that is a ridiculously good price. I would pay $70 for this. If it's sold out on NAFS, Blade HQ, Knife Center, Amazon, I would pay $70 to get this on Civivi's website. No questions asked. I would definitely think this is worth $70. And that's my professional opinion because I'm a professional knife reviewer. I know everything. But yeah, no, I definitely at 59. I'm just gonna say $60. At $60, this guy is a value. $70, still acceptable. Highly acceptable. And then now time to get into some of my personal opinions and just talking about some of the other features of this knife. This knife is very well. The handle is extremely well designed. Very ergonomic. It's got all this nice little chamfer down. All the corners are knocked down. The spine is not like crowned, but it's not sharp, which is really good. Perfectly placed jimping on the spine right here, and in conjunction with the choil that's right here, right next to the blade. Excellent. It's just perfectly designed with this right here. Put your thumb right here, put your finger right here. Extremely comfortable. Without this choil, you would be three-fingered grip. Your pinky will feel left out and it will be sad. So with this choil right here, perfectly designed. Just I love it. Choils, I love choils. I'm sorry, I really do. It's extremely comfortable right here. Perfectly placed jimping with that choil. It gives you extreme control. This knife ain't going to go anywhere. It ain't going to move anywhere. It's perfectly secure, and you have extremely good control over this. Whatever your cuts are, cutting tape, cutting cardboard. And yes, I've cut very abrasive cardboard with this, and it will go through, and it's definitely good for cutting cardboard. Not like any power cutting or any like extreme hard use tasks because it is a relatively thin edge and small knife. But this knife definitely has durability. You can feel it. When you hold it, you definitely know. Yeah, this knife is definitely durable. And the Nitro V steel is actually really good. So far, I really like it. I've heard that nitrogen steels tend to be a little bit on the softer side, but I'm definitely going to do a little bit more research on that before I actually make any conclusions. Knife Steel Nerds, definitely go look up their article on nitro steels and stuff like that. Interesting stuff. But yeah, definitely very well designed. You have right there, I'm not sure if you can see with my current lights, I'm going to get my flashlight. One side has a liner, which is the nice little nested liner lock right there. The other side is just G10 with some steel reinforcements for the hardware, which I'm completely fine with. Just enough reinforcement to keep it somewhat strong. Pocket clip is nothing super special, but it works very well. Nice retention, and it's really well designed. I really like it that it's recessed with recessed screws. Love that. It's also reversible, which is also really nice. I don't really mind this cutout. It'd be kind of cool if they had like a little plate like right here, like Dam Design does. That would be really cool. They should really start designing. If by the off chance that Ben is watching this, hey, design a plate right here, so then it would be really nice and smooth. Because yeah, I say so. It's a T8 screws right here and T6 for the pocket clip screws. The action on this guy is fantastic. Caged ball bearings, so very nice and smooth, especially when you, if you adjust the pivot, put some lube in there, clean it all up, it runs really smooth. Very nice. I'm not sure how Ben does it, but he found a way to perfectly align the thumb stud with the detent and just the way how everything is placed, this thing, it feels so good. The action is fantastic. Deploying he makes the best thumb stud uh, thumb stud deployed knives. They feel so good, especially like on the original Banter. It's just so well placed. Just comes flying out. The detent feels well tuned. Doesn't feel weak or too strong, and it just comes flying out. You can even do the reversible flick on this guy. So this is really well designed, and this guy's really well designed as well. If you have big hands, it might be a little harder for you to get this thumb stud. But for me, I think I have like medium to small hands. I can reverse flick it. It's just really well designed. You don't have to put too much effort into it. It doesn't tear your finger up to try to deploy this thing. Yeah, I don't know how Ben does it, but he has designed the detent and thumb stud ratios just perfectly. They deploy just phenomenal. It is just perfect. Everything is just perfect. And let's see. I think I pretty much said everything that I wanted to say about this knife that I can think of as of this moment. Like all Civivis, they come with awesome nylon baggie for you to store your Civivis, tuck them into bed, kiss them goodnight. Very nice and soft. I love it. I love that they come with these baggies and stickers. I like that they come with stickers. I love stickers. We all love stickers, right? Yeah. And the only thing that could be a problem is this troll right here. During cuts, you might snag on this troll, so just be wary of that when where and how you're cutting. But otherwise, not really that big of an issue. Now, I know that with knives like this, you do lose a lot of blade length. So compared to this guy, see, this guy has so much more blade length. And I mean, even if you do would cut down like this much blade, you still have more blade if you lose your tip with this knife. That's because of the choil. But I'm sorry, I love choils. Without the choil, this guy would be a three-fingered hold, and I'm not really too keen on my pinky. It's like, it's okay, I can definitely work with it, but if I have my choice, I like a full purchase, and I love a full choil. It gives you extremely good control with your knife. So this choil is just fantastically designed. And now this is actually a 50-50 choil. I don't think I have an example here to show you. No, actually I kind of do, sort of. Right here. This is a choil, just a choil. Somewhere to put your finger. 50-50 choil. Half is the blade, half is the handle, or scales. That's a 50-50 choil. So 50% of it is blade, 50% of it is the handle scales. So this guy has a 50-50 choil, which I always love a 50-50 choil. That's what that is, if you want to get technical. And there's that. What is up, guys? Gosh, I miss Ben on Blade HQ. He is awesome. And this guy is ambidextrous, which is also really cool. Let's see. I'm not very left-handed, but yeah, I can deploy it pretty well. You can disengage it. It's a little awkward for left hands for the right-handed liner lock, but it is possible. You can do it like that, pull it like that, or maybe you might be able to use your finger. Let's see. Yeah, just go like that with your index finger. Very doable. Or you can just use two hands. I know, not cool, right? All right. Well, that's all I have to say about this. I like Civivi's branding right there, just on the pivot. Yeah. This guy's also very easy to disassemble and reassemble because you only got 1, 2, 3 points to take off, and then you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7. So not too much hardware. Like some knives, it's just like a million screws. Not too much hardware on this guy, and it's just easy to take apart, clean it all up, and put it right back together. Very practical, very easy to use, just great design. Ben has done a great job and I love this. This is one of my favorite tiny knives of all time. Yeah, definitely highly, highly recommend this knife. It comes also, I forgot to mention, it also comes in a variety of colors. You can get black scales, black blade, black one with purple scales, or just a huge variety. I think they're even coming out with red nitro V and white with ivory scales. And they also have a green micarta, I believe, which is a little bit more money. It's some of the special versions of this are just a little bit more money, like maybe $3 or $5 extra. Still, definitely a good value for what you get. Well, I think that'll be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it informative. And maybe if you were thinking about buying this, take my word for it. Buy it. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a bad idea, because if you end up hating this knife, then you're going to blame me. But you know what? It is definitely a good small knife. If you like small knives, I highly recommend this one. All right. Well, I think that's it for this video. You have a oh, sorry, I almost forgot my outro. I hope you like this video. If you like more knife and EDC related content, check out my other videos. And remember to subscribe, because I post every Saturday and every other Sunday, and there'll be more knives and more videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day. Bye. And also keep an eye out. I do shorts now, so always look for my shorts. Bye. Have a fantastic day.